Welcome, everybody, to Juggalo Court. Please rise for the Honorable Judge Jump Steady.
Rob, come on.
So much for all rise.
You may be seated.
All right. Handled.
That's right.
Handled.
All right. All right, so this is Juggalo Night Court. Basically, tonight, you're going to see a plaintiff who has an argument against somebody else to go toe-to-toe with the defendant. They will battle it out here in the court, a wits of will, if you will. Whoever is the victor the loser will then have to roll on this fabled wheel of bone, of which there are 13 different tortures, if you will, horrible things that can happen to you. And it's all deserving, because if you're a loser in Juggalo Night Court, you deserve the bone. And that's the way it is. There's no winners here. There are only losers. And the best part of it all is you at home get to decide who the victors are and who the loser is by voting. We will let you know when it's time to vote, and we will come to that. Now, standing before me, we have a case that is now in session. We have the plaintiff, Jacob Zim. Can you raise your hand? Versus Matt Foy. And I want to begin right now with the opening statements, if you will, so you guys can explain. And also, we have our court-appointed lawyers. Shaggy Tudo will be on the defendant's side.
You're goddamn right.
And Violent J for this case will be
Thank you.
the
It's nice
plaintiff's
to be a
side.
secondary thought, Your Honor.
Right. And the thing is, these guys, of course, cannot afford actual lawyers. So you guys being court-appointed lawyers are, of course, free of charge.
I would just like to say this to my client. I've been in court so many times, I think I got you handled, guy. I'm the biggest courthouse lawyer, you're a jailhouse lawyer you'll ever meet, pal.
I respect and appreciate that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm the closest thing you ever had to a real lawyer.
All right, so let us begin with the plaintiff's side. Can you guys state your arguments? Yes, you may stand.
Okay. Well,
You are free to walk across around
Well,
the
Your
court
Honor,
as you please.
I like that Chippendale tie.
thank you. Thank you. It's simple. It's quite easy to explain what happened here. Dishonesty is what we're dealing with. A simple case of fraudulence of the tongue, if you will, or if you won't. Either way, it's the same. Fraudulent tongues, wagging and flapping their fucking mouths, holding no truth to what they say. Promises were made, promises were broken. My clients, Mr. Zims and his witness, James, have been lied upon at great cost, Your Honor. And I'm here to prove today that lying don't always pay off and crime don't always pay. Because by the end of this case, you'll find out, as the jury will vote, the jury that is the Juggalos will vote, and the decision will go to honorable truth, which will mean my clients will prevail. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, by the way, they had a campground. They said that these guys would have plenty of room to have their stuff set up in the campground. This guy here, this Matt character, is friends with a certain Jump Steady who looks a lot like our judge, by the way. And that's an entirely different conspiracy theory. I'm not going to cause any accusations here. But these guys were promised space in the campground, only to lug all their shit in and find there was no space at all left for them, at which case they had to, all the good spaces were then gone by that time, and they had to walk their shit all the way around to the other side of the gathering, where the only place they found was a sun-beaten upon, dusty, partridge, dried out piece of land, infected with red ants, cockroaches, and earwigs. My speculation. And There they suffered for the rest of the gathering because all the good spots were taken because one man by the name of Matt lied through his mouth, his filthy, putrid
Your
open
Honor,
mouth.
what do you call it when I want to interrupt? What is it called? What is it? Object. I object, Your Honor. That's it. Hey, it's all speculation if he's lying or not. The fucking filth coming out of this man's mouth is bullshit. Continue.
What's important is the simple fact that
Slander, that's what it is.
truth will prevail over lies and men with women's haircuts that have snaky tongues.
Ooh, why
That's
you
all I
pushing
have
your own
to
guy?
say, Your Honor.
All right, I have a quick question. Jacob, so what gathering was this exactly?
The 20th.
The 20th gathering. You're talking about, what we're talking about here is one of the most impressive gatherings that there ever was. And I assume this campground that you had was close to the main stage.
Not really, Your Honor. If you
Are we questioning people yet, Your Honor?
No, I just need to verify. We can go on. I just have a couple questions.
Okay.
So it was towards there, but it wasn't right up on top of it or anything. And as you can see, we kind of just got caught up with the crowd after that, and we were forced down the hill.
Zims, you don't have to answer that.
All right.
You don't have to answer that.
All right, let's go to the defendants. So if I got this correct, you were basically hoed out of your campground space that was promised.
You got
to
it totally wrong. My clients were the fucking ones hoed. All right?
You guys were hoed?
Yeah, you were looking at my client just now.
You're looking at the person
He got
who
hold as
did the
well,
hoeing.
but not like you may think.
Go ahead.
Can I approach?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Shaggy is
Approach
defending
with
the hoers.
Your Honor, can we please put a gag on my guy's mouth over there?
already our-
He's
our
already
judge
talking out
is
of turn,
clearly
Your Honor. I can
confused.
already see what kind of night this is going to be. This motherfucker won't shut up.
Right, with nothing said. Don't worry about it.
Your Honor, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Great. Congo? All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, now what we have here, Your Honor, is a case of pure bullshit. I'm going to call him like I see him. What we have right here is a man full of that bullshit. He's not only full of bullshit, but he's full of lies. He's a horse thief, if you will. Straight piece of shit. Accusing my man right here of giving away his spot at the gathering, a spot that was never promised to him, a spot that was told wasn't guaranteed. Yet he wants to come into the courtroom accusing my client of mistreatment, of leaving him hanging, of basically being a dick, no? Well, I'm here to prove that my client is fresh as fuck and you, sir, are in fact the dick. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here right now. Now, if you would have just handled your own business, my friend, you would have had a spot. Did you handle your own business? I don't think you did. Otherwise, you would have a place to stay. So enough said. My client, the evidence is so overwhelming in this case, I don't even know why we're here, number one. Number two, it should be a very quick case because my client has shit sewed up. Sorry, fella, but that bone will be yours very shortly. Your Honor, excuse me.
All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to call up the plaintiffs. You brought a witness with you, is this correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
To him. Don't worry about him, Judge.
All right, so go ahead.
Might have a seat up at the, excuse me, Kong.
It's nice and warmed up by Congo Kong's ass.
State your name, son.
Take that
Grab the
mic.
microphone, state your name.
Jacob, my friends call me Zim.
His friends call him Zims. So I guess to you, he would be Jacob. Zims, what happened? What happened that day at the gathering? Huh? What happened that hot, extra sultry, 112-degree morning when they opened the doors to the gathering? And just out of curiosity, before you even
Schmack
answer
as
that,
fuck, so-
before you even answer that, what was Matt doing inside the gathering grounds before you anyway? I'm just curious to know how he was allowed inside of the gathering before you.
I'm glad you're getting to that, Jay. Yes, absolutely. So my buddy Matt has the hookup, working the gathering. I'm super proud of him for that. Super fresh. I mean, he's worked hard. I know he works
Fall for
hard.
his niceties.
Who do you
So,
have the hookup with there?
That would be Mr. Jumpsteady, sir.
Who is Jump Steady? Could you point him out in the room?
I saw him earlier, but
Are you
he might have stepped out
having
to
trouble
take a piss
seeing?
or something.
Immediate-
Perhaps he needs his prescriptions checked on his glasses, Your Honor.
Who's
Yes, Your Honor.
Again,
Jump steady is next to me, sir.
well, that was a quick.
It was a very good
quick point.
disguise.
Again, would you please point to this jump steady?
It is true. Matt Foy did work for us at the gathering, and I might add, he schooled it level
Thank you.
10, in my honest opinion.
Okay. Well, we see
Duly
already
noted,
what's
Judge.
happening.
Thank you.
All right. So what happened? So he was in early before you guys. You guys had to wait till the actual official opening of the
That's
gathering.
correct, and we were there.
Because this Matt character was in, Jesus, 2, 3, 5 hours early.
It was like a whole day.
A whole day. My God, a whole day. The whole day early?
A whole day early, I think. Yeah.
My God, what kind of special treatment was he providing Jump Steady to be allowed in 24 hours early? What type of close friendship must Matt have to this Jump Steady character who just so happens to be doubling as our judge?
You're getting off the case.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Back to the case at hand. So, before the gathering, what exactly did Matt say to you regarding the space you would have?
We all had a Muncie crew meeting.
What's a Muncie? What's Muncie?
Muncie, Indiana.
Of course.
So like we're all from the same town. We all hang out, play games
Matt's
together.
from
and
Muncie?
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are all, how many of you were there?
There was 7 of us.
7 of you guys all going to the gathering. What a group of great ninjas.
Yeah, we had big plans.
Big guys
Really-
from
really
Muncie,
big plans.
Indiana, that is. Muncie, Indiana. Shout out to Muncie. Where's the camera over here? There it is. Muncie, go ahead.
Right. So, we had talked about it. We've worked really hard on putting together like this animatronic Great Malenko. It's gonna be like
Sweet.
the centerpiece for the whole thing.
Heavy as
We had this whole
fucking
vision. We're like,
stalled
man.
out car.
And Matt, we didn't have a signed contract or nothing, but the dude was like, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna find us a spot, I'm gonna hook it up, and you come in, and I'll let you know otherwise.
Was the language more like this? I'm super fucking down with Jump Steady. I'm getting in like a day early. I got us all covered and smothered. This Waffle House in this bitch. I'm gonna make sure I get us a great campground. I got you all covered.
He was flexing, but
Something
yeah,
like
it was
that,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Lips flapping like a fucking flag in a hurricane, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
I can only imagine. So, you guys thought it was a sure thing, right?
Yeah, we were there the night before parking lot party. I slept on the damn ground to get up in there first thing in the morning.
Why get up crack of dawn? You know you're covered. You already got a spot reserved.
I thought, hey, I just want to get this set up so we can relax and start the festivities, right? So we get in there, and he's like, all right, just take a right. Is this around the bend real quick? Right to the right. Well, he had a car, and he drove in, so it wasn't quite that easy.
He drove in.
He drove in, yeah.
Right. He went ahead and Jump Steady allowed him to use the wide gate, allowing his vehicle in and everything. You, meanwhile, were carrying the animatronic Malenko on your back.
And all the tents, oh God, hundreds of pounds of shit.
Right.
Hundreds of pounds.
Food, frozen fish,
3 cases of beer, 4
animatronic
cases of beer.
Malenkos.
Yeah, everything.
Suitcases upon suitcases upon suitcases, right?
Tons of shit.
Coals, charcoal,
anchor
lighter
somewhere in
fluid,
there.
bags of heavy food, jugs of solid frozen milk, all sorts of food and items
Weapons.
he was carrying
Yeah.
while Matt drove in 24 hours early with an empty car so that his hair could blow splendidly throughout the entire vehicle. Didn't even have room to bring any of you guys in early. No, he needed all the room for his hair to flow freely with the windows down as he drove in. Am I right?
Exactly.
You're goddamn right. I'm right.
Very
And then what
upsetting to talk
happened when you
about.
finally lugged all that heavy shit all the way across the grounds of the gathering, back hurting, legs shaking and aching?
So first it was a beam of light. Oh, it's Matt Foy's fucking campsite. There it is. And then we fucking come up and Zach.
Sweet ass
friends there,
location, right? How sweet was the
just
location?
looking at me.
How sweet was the location?
It was nice shaded.
Shaded?
Fucking, yeah, it would have been pretty dope.
Was the ground extra soft, ready to be planted and gardens grown and everything
Easily.
else?
It was magic.
Bunch of hot bitches next to you guys on both sides,
Something like that. Yes, I believe so.
right? They were already in their bikinis.
Already there.
Man, what a great, great spot. And you guys walked up so tired and so shaky, ill,
man.
throwing up from lugging all that heavy shit.
It was terrible.
You recognized the car from afar. Wasn't it? Did you have to go over a couple of hills?
Oh, a bunch of hills, yeah. Up and down.
Horrendous hills.
Several
You guys got to the
horrible hills.
ground. You were like, thank God we're here. What happened when you saw Matt's smiling, fucking,
I saw shrugged shoulders,
allegedly evil mouth.
and I saw some shaking heads.
Shaking heads.
And I just,
He was like,
"You
my
gotta be
boys."
fucking-
All right, we got it.
He's just
That's
like,
why he was shaking his heads. I can't believe you guys
I can't
carried
help
that
you.
shit.
He
What?
knew
I
it was
can't
bad.
help it.
He was bad. He's like,
He's like, I
there's no
can't
room
help
for
it.
y'all. Move on. So he fucking
Wait,
went-
what do you mean back up? Wait, you're losing me.
Yeah.
So he was like, my boys, I'm so glad you're here. No? What do you mean he said, I can't help you? What
It
are you
wasn't. It was like, oh, Matt, we brought the shit. Where we setting up at? And he's like, there's no room for you, dog. There's no room. You got to keep going.
What?
Yeah.
Keep going. Where?
We had to find a place.
You were supposed to share the ground.
Yeah, we were.
Your back was ready to give.
My homie.
How heavy was the
Down,
animatronic
man.
Malenko?
The box was yay big. We had to keep it from getting damaged. So
How heavy?
at least 30 pounds. Maybe.
30 pounds, Matt!
30 pounds.
30
With
pounds!
the tents and all the other shit that we're carrying in.
Plus tents,
We really don't
plus
need to get
food, all sorts of suitcases. No ground for you. No room left. Huh?
No room left.
Where'd you go from there?
We went the only way we could. We weren't going back because it was already hell that way. So we went further into the mall, if
My
you will.
God, you mean to the bad side of the ground?
At the beginning, we were already so far in. We're like, "Fuck it, let's see what's ahead
They
here."
call it the slums, I believe.
Oh man, the mall. It was something.
Oh my God! So what happened? What were you able to? When were you able to put the 30-pound robotic Malenko off your back? At what point were you able to rest?
Shit, we barely made it down the hill without breaking everything because that shit was. We had a wagon that was flying everywhere and shit was falling off our back.
God,
We
sounds
got to the
so
bottom of the
horrible.
hill. And we just said, "Fuck it." We just put it right there behind the Shazam stage. I mean, it was right out in the open.
And where were
Traffic.
you? Where did you guys end up settling up?
Oh, right behind like the backstage area of like the Shazam stage.
Where the garbage is?
Yeah,
Where the
garbage.
porta potties are spilling?
Yeah, it's the shit around there and just right there out in the open. No
Where it makes
shade,
no difference
nothing.
if you defecate in or out of the porta potty.
Oh yeah,
It's all one giant piss puddle of shit.
it was everywhere.
And you guys, and the sun is beating upon it, frying it, cooking it,
The smell was.
and you guys were left there for the rest of the gathering to suffer. Did you see Matt anymore?
We crossed paths a couple times. He was crazy busy. He was like
Partying?
and he's like a.
In the shade,
Yeah, I know.
cheeseburgers smelling in the air, naked hotties.
He was having a good time. Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I have no further questions.
Shaggy, would you like to question the plaintiff?
Sorry about that, by the way, Zim. I'm sorry about that.
I just said thank you.
Hey, would you like to state your name for the court guy?
My homies call me Zim.
What would you like me to call you?
Jacob Zim.
All right, Jacob. Jacob, I got but a few questions for you. Number one, do you tickle anuses? Just answer the question. Do you tickle anuses with your
mean-
index finger?
Of the female variety, I've tickled a few, maybe, perhaps.
Okay. Do you tickle men's anuses?
No, I would say not.
Okay. Are you a female?
No.
Okay. Do you tuck your balls into your anus when speaking to females?
Not for free.
Okay, Your Honor, you can clearly see this man is a liar. Off rip. I've already established that quickly. Do you have scurvy?
No.
So you're an able-bodied man, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Do you have any kind of emphysema or fucking mesothelioma?
I object.
Any lung diseases?
I object. There's not.
You got coronavirus.
Are you allowed to ask me about medical records?
Is this going somewhere? Is this going somewhere?
Sustain. You can
Thank you.
continue.
What does that
Thank you.
mean, by the way? Sustain?
No, I do not.
I don't
Does it
even-
go from
I mean,
here
shut the
to-
fuck up! I mean, shut the fuck up!
I don't know what
Shut
you're
the fuck
saying.
up! Anyhow, so
You can
you're
continue.
able-bodied, full-grown, able-bodied man. Your muscles function like a normal, full-grown adult, correct?
Usually, yes.
Okay, and you're not lame in any terms. You don't have a gimp leg or a fucking hunchback.
We did have
No, I'm talking about
gimps
you.
in
I
our
don't give a
group.
fuck who you. I'm talking about you.
In our group,
You!
I was the leader of the group.
Okay, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you, Jacob.
I'm good.
Okay,
yes, I'm
thank
good.
you, thank you. And you were carrying the animatronic head as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes, that and the tent on my back and
The
carrying a
whole
wagon
time?
as well. The whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question right quick. Before the gathering, did you talk to my client?
Yes.
And you both decided that when you got to the gathering, there would be a spot there for you to sleep in.
We had all
Well, we're not
discussed
talking about
it
between you and my client.
in the game room with all of us. Yes, we had talked about.
So you were like, hey, Matt, I'll have a spot to sleep in when I get there, carrying the animatronic head and all that. And he was like, fuck yeah, you will, Jacob.
I mean,
No, he didn't, did he?
no, no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I mean,
So the
not like
truth
that,
is
but
starting to come out a little bit, isn't it?
That's a small piece of it, though, man. The fact is the matter. The campsite.
I just got
What
one
does it
more
matter what
question,
I'm
and
carrying?
then you know he can call his next witness. Is Matt your mom and dad?
No.
Okay, so it's not up to him to make sure that you're okay every waking hour, wiping your butt, feeding you food, shaking your penis off if you go pee-pees.
Sure.
Is he in that situation?
No.
No, is he your caretaker?
No. He's just a homie, I thought.
Do you cry a lot?
No.
You're crying awfully heavy today, just so you know. Your Honor, I'll rest for the time being.
All right, do you have a witness that you brought with you to the court today?
Yeah.
If you can speak into the mic here, do you have any words that you want to add to this?
Just that motherfucker
Whoa!
screwed him.
That's your witness? That's what he has to say?
Broke his heart.
What a
Broke
good-
his fucking heart, Matt. You broke his heart.
Maybe
I'm
I'm
not
a
even his
fucking
witness, and I
heartbreaker,
can
okay?
see
You're the
that.
heartbreaker, and you're a piece of shit.
You got the lamest fucking witness.
Do you have any evidence to support
Wait
these
till he
claims?
presents.
Did you bring any evidence with you?
I saw the whole thing.
Just pictures of how shitty our campsite was and an overgraph of where we were.
All right, can you guys present this to the court, please, so I can take a look at this evidence?
What's the pictures of the shitty campsite? We don't need this other shit. All we need is the suffering documented.
All right,
Our
All
phones
right,
were
the
dead
suffering.
when we got down there because of the no signal and just no power, of course.
all right.
So that's the
Jacob's
best I had.
site. I see here some hotties standing in front of what
Oh,
looks
the news
like,
site, right? Number of hot bitches, right?
I mean, this ain't looking.
Hot bitches. Whoa. He forgot to
ain't
mention it was the
looking too
bitches
bad.
porta potty. It was the bitches porta potties, wasn't it? We're all in the showers.
And in
With all
the
the naked
background,
hoes.
there's
This
a
fucking
white
guy.
cat. in
No
the
wonder why
background.
you fucking told me.
Really?
to
He's
stay
just
with
allowed to
you.
run his mouth like that when you're talking?
All right, hold on.
Is it because you're friends with his client?
All right, you can take your seat. Thank you very much. I'll take the mic. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Matt, the seat is yours. If you come up here, you can. We're gonna hear your story. Shaggy, or you want to begin?
Well, it's
Shaggy.
my guy. Don't I begin with him and
Yeah,
then he's
Shaggy.
going to counter it?
Yep, Shaggy, you can begin.
Okay, there you go.
Fair enough.
All right.
Matthew Broderick Sinclair Hannibal IV.
Yes, sir.
Now, you knew a guy. What's your name again?
Jacob.
No, the other one.
Zim.
You knew a guy named Zim, correct? Talking about who you now know as Jacob.
I know him as Jacob now, but I did know as Zim at one time.
Right, okay, right. Now I'm guessing that's because he's being a petty bitch and crying about the situation that he put himself in and blaming it on you. That being said, before the gathering, did you have a conversation with Zim over here, Jacob Zim, saying that he could stay with you during the gathering?
No guarantees or promises.
So, now let me get this straight. You were going to the gathering mostly to work the gathering, also to have fun, of course, but knowing Jump Steady, you were like, hey, man, I'll help you work the gathering. You worked where? The front gate? To understand?
That morning, I definitely worked the front gate. I had to be there at 6:30.
6:30 in the morning. So you weren't up partying all night like him in the parking lot, no?
No, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, that must have been really fun, right? First day at the gathering, getting live as fuck, howling at bitches, just fucking eating all the snacks, just chilling with your homies, crazy until like 6 in the morning when you're waking up to go to work at the gathering.
At the gathering.
Correct, Amundo?
Correct.
Nice. Now, because you're up at 6 in the morning and you are nowhere near your site, is the entrance to the gathering near the site that you had?
No, it was quite the distance.
So
Quite
it was
the
a long
distance.
walk, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't see that side
And
from
that
there.
bunny on your foot probably really hurt when you were walking, right?
Definitely.
To your job at the gathering.
Just to work, no biggie.
Job at the gathering. He wasn't just there to hang out and loaf around eating cheeseburgers.
The only job he performed is a blow job.
On your mom. Anyhow, so that being said, you told this man, if there's space left, yes, sure, you can stay with me all you like. You're my friend, Zim. We're homies. We're buddies. You're fucking Zim. Correct?
That is
Only his
correct.
friends call him Zim.
Only his friends. So yeah, you know,
You're not just some buster calling him Zim. You got to be his homie, right?
definitely.
Right. So you're like, hey,
He
Zim.
smacks people that call him Zim that aren't his friends. I
So
think it's
you-
completely irresponsible,
Right.
but he does it.
Now, so you told Zim you had to work in the morning. When you get there, you may check out the site. And if there's spots there, set your shit up.
That's correct.
Correct?
That's
Verbatim,
correct.
pretty much?
Pretty much verbatim.
Okay. So when he got there was no spot. And what he did.
That's what I hear. I wasn't
How
there.
would you
I
know?
was working.
You were working, correct?
Exactly.
So, and he's claiming now there was a small spot, but it wasn't up to his liking.
Whoa,
there
there
was
was
dry
no
grass
spots.
and
There was
crickets
zero
and grasshoppers. Well, that's not what your lawyer said. He said you had a dried out piece of shit plot, no?
No,
Did I hear that
we ended
correctly?
up at.
I believe.
Oh.
I believe the what he was saying is where he ended up at.
Oh, well, that was actually before he was talking about well, maybe you guys need to turn your hearing aids up, but okay. Anyhow, that being said, regardless if there was a shitty spot or not, you chose to go sleep by the women's bathrooms and the women's showers where you could peep on them all night, no?
That's not how it went down, dog.
Okay, well, hey, when it's your time to talk, maybe you could tell me, but unfortunately, you're already up on the stand. So let me get this right. So you're at work, far away from your fucking spot, which you
Far.
never guaranteed he would have a spot at, correct?
No guarantees.
No guarantees. Why are we even here today, Your Honor? There was no guarantees given, yet this man's crying that he didn't have a spot that wasn't guaranteed to him and had to hang out with a bunch of bitches
Pure salt.
and party all night and getting his dick sucked.
Pure salt.
I don't see where the bonus in that. Case closed.
Interesting. No guarantees. No guarantees. I want to compliment you on your hair.
Thank you.
I can smell the raspberry lemon scent. What appears to be very expensive shampoo. Would you use a shampoo if right on the label it were to say, no guarantees?
I wouldn't depend on it, that's for sure.
You wouldn't depend on it. Would you use it if clear as day, right on the front of the bottle, it said no guarantees shampoo? Would you use that?
I don't know, it depends on how good it is. You know what I mean? When you got really luxurious hair,
Well, right
if it's-
there's your
if it's
answer how
fresh,
good it is. No guarantees.
Maybe it's just so dope that they don't need guarantees.
Are you dancing around a simple moronic question?
I answered it.
Well, you're a hell of a dancer. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yes, I am a Star Wars fan.
Good, because I have a question. I want to get into the movie. I like the franchise. I like what's happening. All my friends are into it. I just having trouble understanding some of the characters. Darth Vader, right? Luke Skywalker.
Objection. What does this got to do with the case?
I will allow this line of questioning.
Maybe you can help me out here.
Of
I'm
course.
curious to see where it will go.
Yeah, I am too. I'm just trying
Who's
to
the bad
find out.
guy? Who's the bad guy? Is it Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker?
Depends upon how you look at
That
it.
would depend on when you're watching the series.
I'm watching a series that everybody watches, all right? The first three.
Right.
The good ones.
The good ones. Okay.
Yes. Is Darth Vader a good guy or a bad guy?
Again, it would depend on which one of the three you're watching.
My God. My God. It's a simple question. I think God.
He's a tortured soul.
Your Honor,
Yes.
let me ask you: Is Darth Vader considered a good guy or a bad guy?
He was redeemed in the end, but yes, he would be considered the iconic bad guy villain of probably of all time.
Oh!
Of
You're having
all
trouble
time.
with a little bit of common sense reality over there. It must be you're sticking to that no guarantee shampoo, getting into your earlobes and fucking your brain up. Because everybody knows Darth Vader is the villain. How do we know this? Well, it's quite simple. His army of henchmen, known as Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers. Those villainous, murderous, geeky, lame, nobody Stormtroopers. Shaggy, nice suit you had on there dancing around a minute ago.
What's that word? Huh? I missed a lot of questioning, Your Honor. I'm
I
sorry.
think everybody's memory is good enough to realize that Shaggy is wearing a suit donned with a plethora of Stormtrooper villains.
I object. Stormtroopers are not actually villains. They're mere foot soldiers in a war. They have no choice who they can kill or why or when. They've simply are following orders. They're slaves. They were taken off their planets as children, brainwashed, sent to a fucking war zone.
I agree. They are nothing but feeble.
They're pawns.
Order in the court. Can you continue along another line of questioning?
I want to hear more about his knowledge of Star Wars, Your Honor.
I'm just clearly stating
Because it interests me, clearly.
I'm clearly stating that the stormtroopers are in fact villains, very feeble, weak, low rank, bottom of the barrel, good for nothing, weak villains. This explains why your attorney is wearing a suit full of them and representing them as loudly and proudly as he can because he sees himself in the stormtroopers. That is true. I don't have to ask anybody if that's true. I think we all know that's true. Which is why I'm wearing a Chippendale tie, all right? Because I'm representing myself. Sexy, strong, dancing machine that I am. Anyway, I don't have any questions for you, Matt, because I can already tell you're a fucking lying, cheap son of a bitch whose brain has been boiled by the cheap, toxic waste shampoo you like to use on that wig. It is a wig, isn't it?
This is all my natural hair, but thank you for noticing my locks.
It's a wig!
I appreciate that.
Everybody can see it's a wig. It's the same wig Richard Marx, the musician, wears. And Kenny G. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Matt, you brought a witness with you today?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you can speak into the mic, tell us what you have to contribute to this case, please.
Your Honor, can I ask him one question?
Yes.
Were you part of the meeting that that Zim was a part of, Jacob?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
But I seen messages with my own eyes, and I didn't see anything where it said that he guaranteed a spot. He said he's camping there. But Matt,
You've seen actual emails, like
actual
correspondence.
text messages
Okay.
from both of them.
Do you have any? Did you bring any of those text messages with you?
No, they do have them though in their little evidence files and on their phones. If you would like to see them, all you have to do
Evidence
is ask.
file. Grab it. Show him what's up.
I tell you what, I gave him my tent the day before.
I do have that.
And
Hold on a second. It has a paper right here that nobody was privy to but me. It says,
I got my
guarantee
tip from
nobody
him.
a spot anywhere,
Can you?
especially bitch-ass Zim.
Can you present this evidence to the court?
No?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes, you can.
Hold on. I got to put this piece of paper in my pocket real quick.
Why is it every time?
I will say I
Here you
got
go,
my
sir.
tent from this man on the day the gathering opened up, and I set my tent up on a damn hill, waiting for my wife to get there.
So you were on the site
Yes.
with Matt. Now,
And
was
I
there any
set my
room
tent
left
up.
by the time that fucking Jacob got there?
More people came. He was working, running, doing.
But
his
he was
thing.
probably because he was up partying all night.
All right,
if he would have
what-
been
I don't
there
know where he
earlier,
was.
maybe he would have got a spot.
I was there first.
What
set my
this
stuff
appears
up,
to
and I was
be
out doing things.
worksheets that were given to Matt Foy verifying your employment at the gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes, sir. It shows that I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning.
Right.
So how would he know if there was space left for this guy who was not guaranteed a spot at all? Son of a bitch. Wasting my goddamn time in this courtroom.
All right. Anything further statements, witness, or are you good?
Yeah, that's it. I just grabbed my tent from him and set it up like a man probably should do.
You weren't crying about carrying your shit in there, were you?
All right.
No, that's what I thought.
For the viewers,
My
at
question
home-
for his
the whole
witness is,
time.
for the viewer, what's that?
I have a question for his witness.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, are you drunk? You appear to be drunk.
I wish I was.
I can
Oh,
smell the liquor
see?
coming from your breath from here. Your Honor, is this man drunk? In the court, your courtroom, is he drunk?
I'll allow it.
It's recreational.
Allow him to be
use,
drunk?
and it's legal.
He's allowed to be drunk even if he was, and he's not, but if he was, it's fine with the court.
I'm just wondering, that's all. Wondering what a drunken
He
man
wanted
is
to sip
doing
of your hooch,
in
buddy.
your courtroom, Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and say that almost everybody in here has some sort of
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with
substance
more like high than
imbued
drunk,
into
no?
their systems at this point.
To be used in your court, Your Honor?
Yes, it can.
Oh!
All right, now, for those of you that are sitting at home, we're going to go ahead and you may now vote. If we can put up the voting service onto the screen, you can vote that either Violent J's plaintiff, or excuse me,
Plaintiff. Yeah.
the
Plaintiff is
plaintiff,
correct.
or if Shaggy Two Dope's defendant
Yeah.
is the winner. You are voting on who is the winner of Juggalo Night Court. Now, I want to say that during this case, we learned a lot of interesting things. Matt Foy, you were an employee at the gathering. You came in, your work was exemplary. I can vouch for that. You may or may not have made promises that may or may not have been kept. According to you, no promises were actually made.
No promises.
No promises. But you did allude to at one point that maybe he could stay at your campsite.
If there was room available.
If there was room available. Now, Jacob, on the other hand, your claim is that he promised you a spot. You knew he was going to get there early?
I even said there was nothing written in stone, but we all talked about it. We all kind of hyped it up. And all I really wanted was just like some kind of heads up. Yo, there's no room here. Go the other way.
I don't know if he's ever heard of the phrase "shit happens."
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Now, Matt, you were so busy with your work duties at the gathering, which is very understandable. The gathering could be a trying time. That your claim is that you had no time to even text him or to warn him that there was no space available.
I didn't even know there wasn't any space available because while I was working, it just filled up. Everybody just swarmed in.
Right. How many people were how many people were actually at your campsite?
At mine?
Yes.
One may have been there when he showed up, but I don't know because I wasn't there.
Right. Okay.
He's trying
Is it true the job he held?
You don't have to answer. He's trying to catch
Is it
you up
true,
with
Your
like
Honor,
20
the
people
job
on
he
your
held
site.
at the gathering, this so-called working, was in fact the men's kissing booth?
Job's a job, man.
All right. Let us go.
$20,
do we have the winner? The defendant is the winner. All right, the defendant has won the case.
Thank you, sir.
The first case at Juggalo Night Court. You are the winner. The Juggalos have spoken, and you are victorious, which means Jacob.
It's been a pleasure.
Unfortunately
Jacob. I'll
for
call Sam
you,
almost.
not only did you get the bone at the gathering of the Juggalos,
Get him,
but
Congo.
now you're about to get the bone again.
Snatch his ass up, Congo.
Because you have spoken unwisely and at a poor time, and your words do not ring true, my friend. So come forth and
Juggalos have
spin
spoken.
on the wheel of bone. Now I'm going to tell you this. No matter what.
Wait, don't give a commercial before we get to. Oh, he
No,
spins.
no,
then we
let's
do
spin it
the-
right now. There are 13 bones here. Some of them, you have to get a small bone and then roll again. So that you could get the double benefit. There's one thing on here I want to point out. This honey chicken, okay?
Oh.
This is the worst.
Oh.
Don't roll the honey chicken. That's
Don't
all I
spin it
want to
either.
say. You will never, you will regret this decision coming here tonight if you roll this honey chicken. All right, go ahead. Go ahead and
said he looks like
spin
Edgar Winters.
your fate. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. So many bones.
Honey chicken.
So many
Oh,
bones.
it's slowing down by honey chicken.
All the fucking
Oh,
bones.
no!
Oh, it's coming around again. It's coming around again. Oh, permanent peon. All right, when we come back from this very quick break, we will be implementing this fucking bone right here, the permanent peon. We'll be back in a minute upon Jacob. We'll be back in a minute. Here at Juggalo Night Court. Jacob, unfortunately, you lost. Now the punishment must be commenced. Your punishment is permanent peon. We have permanent markers that we are going to now mark up your body with, your face, your back, everything. The ones that get to do it, of course, are the winners. All right, you guys go in there and mark them up with any kind of art you want, any kind of
All right, fellas.
words, whatever you feel like
Get
marking
your
them up
Sharpies.
with.
Let's get busy.
Of course, you know that this is probably going to stay on, even with many, many showers, for like a long time. You know, possibly weeks. So I hope you go ahead, get in there, Matt.
My work will get a kick.
Right. All right. This is the permanent peon bone.
All right.
Not only that, but once they are done, you will then be strapped to this electric chair. In all due humility, you will have to sit during the next case so that others can witness the beautiful artwork the wonderful displays of craftsmanship that is now a part of, the body art, if you will. This is just pure body art. So go ahead and mark them up as much as you
got
want.
that going for you.
Oh, very nicely done, Shaggy.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I know some say you're an artist, but now.
Oh, man.
I'm honored. This is great.
Okay. Oh, man. So. Congo, you want to get in here a little bit on
Yeah,
this?
give Congo Kong a marker.
Yep.
Come on. Let's get it.
Oh, I see
Oh, yeah, get in here, Judge.
Yeah, I see some.
just said I had COVID. No, I don't.
Beautiful.
What's it like being a work of art?
Kind of feels like a bunch of tiny massages all over my body.
Oh, gross.
Gross, yeah. That makes me not want to do this now.
I'm hungry.
Move more, is that what you said?
All right.
How long do we draw on him for?
All right, until you guys are done.
Oh, shit. All right. Fuck.
That's right.
Fucking A. Wait, where's some, I saw some skeleton guys on. Where's some skeletons on them? We gotta put dicks on all the skeletons. There we go, yeah.
You moved and messed my mushroom up.
Now watch that roll.
Collar him or something.
Damn.
Just putting some raggedy and eyelashes on.
Gave him a case of the blue nipple. Dang, too bad you got that beard. I'll put a pussy on your mouth. Make him in a dick nose.
All right, we're gonna go to another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna commence with our next case.
Poor guy.
So we'll be back in a minute. Congo, if you could put him in the chair, start strapping him in. We'll be back in a second. Here, I heard it. And we're back at Juggalo Night Court, where there are only losers. And if you're a winner, it's only in your heart. Okay, now,
That is more like a motherfucker.
the next case, we have the plaintiff, Tommy. I'm going to get to your story in a minute. Against the defendant, a beer. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with, if you will, the plaintiff's story. What exactly do we got going on over here, Shaggy?
Well, Your Honor,
Yes, yes.
pretty cut and dry situation over here. I'm just gonna walk and pace like this. Don't concern yourself why. Nice dicks, by the way. So it's just easily a case about somebody fucking up, not being able to control their partying, passing out all over the place like a drunken whore.
Wow.
Oh.
I object.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bullshit.
I'm sorry, upstanding citizens don't pass out and get shit stolen from their homie's house. That's work of whores.
Is that what whores do? The fuck?
Yeah. Anyhow, all the whores I know, sorry if you're dealing with different whores.
Friendly ones.
Well, I'm not saying that she stole, my friend. I'm saying undesirables that she hangs out with, perhaps.
I object.
Stole. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. My man right here. Good friends with the beer. Yeah? No? Yeah?
Yep. I call her my sister.
Okay. All right. So beyond friends. So when you entrust somebody to watch your delicate baby flowers that you raised since seedlings, up until they start fucking what you told me that they're sexually mature at a certain point. He watched these plants go through puberty. He wants them to make love. He raised the grandchildren of these plants.
What do you mean flowers? They're fucking weed plants.
There is beautiful flowers on weed.
Simple-minded.
You should know this out of anybody, you fucking pothead. You're sitting in the court smoking weed right now. You son of a bitch. So, these aren't just plants to him, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the Patreon jury. No, these aren't just flowers. These are fucking babies, raised since seedlings, like I said, up until they're old and gray, when he cuts them down and spreads the love with everybody, including the beers, no? Okay. So she got to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Of course, they're homies, you know what I'm saying? They're besties, according to them, brother or sister, you know what I'm saying? So what does he do? He's like, fuck, man, it's been quarantined forever. We're in a year of COVID, we all know it. So he's like, you know what? I need a break, man. I need a break. I'm gonna go camping. Solitude, you know what I'm saying? That's what brings peace to the mind, solitude. So he goes camping. Who does he entrust to watch his fucking kids? Which he calls it his kids. That's how down he is with these plants. They're like fucking his children. So he asks his bestie, his fucking homie, his sister, hey man, I'm going out of town to catch a few fucking breaths. You know what I'm saying? It's been crazy around this bitch. Can you please watch my plants? What does she say? What'd you say? You don't have to answer that. I'm not your lawyer. Anyhow, she says, of course. Fuck yeah. We're homies. We're down like that. Correct? She was ecstatic about 100%. Watching them. So he goes for his couple-day break. The well-deserved break, man. He's been slaving over heat lamp lights, raising these plants, fucking all the chemicals he got to put in. He's damn near lost all his hair. You know what I'm saying? His nuts are shriveled. He can't even get a boner no more. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, but he don't give a fuck because he's got his own kids right there. His plants. So she agrees. She's like, of course, man, I'm down by law with you. Do it. Go get that break, man. I got you. I know how to take care of it. You got not only you got the instructions, but I know personally how to take care of this shit. So he goes camping, gets there. He's like, sorry, mister. Still shut down, campground. You know this little thing called COVID going around the world right now? Well, it's still affecting this campground. Peace. So, without even thinking, he didn't stop to take a rest. He didn't stop at a hotel for the night. No, he's like, I'm gonna relieve my homie of her job. It's so hard raising these plants the way he does it, you know what I'm saying? So he turns right around to relieve her of the simple duty of watching these plants. Gets there, and what's happening at the house? What the kids nowadays call the rager. There's a fucking party of the century going on at his fucking house. With his fucking babies in the house. Motherfucker, that's like neglect. You know what I'm saying? You can go to jail for that. Drinking in front of his babies, smoking the pipe, doing marijuanas. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, craziness. So he's like, hey man, look, we're cool, we're so cool, we're down by law. I'm not even tripping, I'm not tripping. But if there's any damage to my crib, whatever the fuck, will you handle it? She's like, not only will I handle it, it's no fucking problem. These are my people. This is my party, my people. I trust these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? With my fucking life and my pocket book. It was in her purse. So anyhow, they're drinking, they're having fun, you know what I'm saying? They're friends partying, you know what I'm saying? That's what friends do. They got each other's backs, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, wild night, you know, people are running around with lampshades on their heads, there's titties all over, there's dudes helicopter in their dicks. Crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? So everybody fucking passes out. They wake up in the morning, some other like fucking necks pinned against the wall on the kitchen table. It was a fucking crazy party. So he assesses the damage. Whole house is nice. No holes in the wall, no craziness. One problem, Your Honor. His fucking babies were gone. All three of them, gone. Somebody snatched his motherfucking weed. This is not weed he bought off the streets. Oh no, he didn't buy this off the streets. He didn't fucking go to a little fucking, whatever, the little Green Cross fucking medical place. They buy little fucking satchels. No, these were raised and seedlings. Like a beanstalk. Jack fucking helped him with a giant and golden goose eggs. You know what I'm saying? And this woman right here, De Beers, crushed this man's spirit and his dreams by getting his plants stolen. Red-handed. They stole the green red-handed.
All right, opening
Case
statements.
Closed.
Violent J, the floor is yours.
We got this.
We all know that Shaggy's an artist. Because what he just did was he painted a picture one of those artsy ass pictures that makes no fucking sense. I don't know where he got that whole fucking crazy ass story. That was fucking insanity. Like, that was some straight artistic shit. You look at like, what the fuck? That was where that was from. Because I don't know what the fuck case you're even talking about, homie. What we have here is a woman, very hard-working woman named Abir, who a while back filled out an ad looking for employment. I'll do anything, you know. I'm just looking to you know, support myself, make a living. Got any kids? I don't want to have any kids. I want to be out here and try to succeed in my own dreams and not worry about, you know, all that shit. And she puts an ad on the paper. She gets an answer from this guy. What's your name, son? Tommy. Tommy's like, all right, I'll pay you. Come on over and I'll tell you about the job. So she goes over there trusting him. He's like, I want to pay you to be my friend. This man is a lonely, psychotic person suffering from extreme depression, all right? To the point of violence. He's very, very terrifying because he allows people into his life and then he threatens suicide and all kinds of shit. They feel like they can't leave him alone. He's like, you're not coming over? I'm scared if you don't come over. I'm scared of what I'm going to do to myself. They're like, fuck. They got to fucking go back over there again, spend the day with him, right? He said he'd pay her to be his friend. Well, after the first week, she didn't accept the money because she cared about him. And she was worried he was going to fucking kill himself because he's so psychotic and full of depression. Finally, he's like, all right, the influence you've been having on me is such a positive one that I think I'm going to take some time off and go camping and try to rethink my life because what you're doing for me is so much. You're helping me. She's doing everything she can to bring his spirits up, help him around the house, not accepting his money. So he goes to go camping, right? And she's like, oh, fuck. You know, just having some time away from him after a ruthless month, you know what I mean? It's so refreshing and so fucking... She decides to celebrate because he's actually going to think about things and she may have saved this poor soul. So she invites some friends over to tell them about it and make sure she's doing the right thing, you know? And they say, hell yeah, you're doing the right thing. A beer, that's the shit, you know what I mean? They bring a case, you know what I mean? They start drinking, they're celebrating, they're happy for her, you know? She only knows how many people? 3 people were there, that was it, 3. Her neighbor, her sister, and her sister's friend. Not her friend, but she knows her. She only knows 3 people. That's who was at the house. And they're celebrating because she's doing so well. And then he comes home, right? We forgot about his psychotic side. He comes busting through the house, gangbuster style, knocking motherfucking shit over, screaming, what's up with this party? You're having a party in my goddamn house, all spitting in her face. She's terrified. Her friends are fucking shitting in their panties, right? Then he's like, but it's probably fun having a party, ain't it? And his soft, depressive side comes out again. He sits down, he's like, fuck it, throw me one of them beers. So that's what they do. They toss him a beer, he fucking kills it in 2 seconds, sucks the fucking living out of that can. And then he fucking has another and another. He starts having fun, wilding out. He grabs his fucking Rolodex and calls everybody he knows, which is a gang of people, because he manipulates people into believing they need to help him or he's gonna hurt himself. He's crazy. So 75, 80 people come over. The only reason they know him, he's a chronic weed smoker. He grows his own shit. He sells it to them. He knows thousands of people because he's constantly selling bags of weed everywhere. He's psychotic and they're scared and they love him and then they end up getting fucked over by him. Anyway, all these people came over, thousands of people. They know him for his weed. He's butt naked, standing on his head with a lampshade on each foot, right? He was naked, standing on his head. He was so fucked up at the party. He was trying to do a head spin naked. Everybody was like, whoa, he's fucked up. It's so great to see him partying like this and not being crazy. And you know, then he can barely walk. He falls down the stairs 3 times. They're like, stay the fuck away from the steps. Anyway, the morning comes around and like almost half his weed crop is gone. Who is it? All those people he's selling weed to? All those people that he stole and brought them into his life, sucked them into his life because he's a crazy person? He's got nobody to blame but a beer. The nice person, the person trying to help him. The innocent person who only knows 3 human beings. And he blames her! Like a psychotic. I'll just save my language.
Okay.
No further, or that's what happened.
All right, if we can have the plaintiff please take the stand. The witness is yours, Shaggy.
All right. Tommy, please state your name for the court. Tommy. Okay. Now, Tommy, it appears we not only have a liar in our midst, but a thief.
Careful.
Now, smell nice, by the way. Is that Pro? Okay. Yeah. You know, I know somebody else named De Beers. It's the biggest
A beer.
thieving diamond company in the world.
It's a beer.
Coincidence?
That's not my name.
I don't know. You tell me, a beer. Now, my client, or my fucking Koken, whatever the fuck this guy's called, this other lawyer, he claims that all these people were at this party because you sell them all pot. He had 3 plants! He don't sell the ganja. No! He grows the beautiful flowers for himself. You should look at, you know what? I'd like you to see something. This is not weed you sell, my friend. This is called time, love, care. My man spends his whole fucking life, yeah, you look at it. You look at what you stole. Your Honor, I'd like you to look at this as well. Holy shit. This weed is not just fucking dealer fucking bunk. No. No. This is the weed that a man that cares about his babies would grow. Now, I want you to look at that. I want you to look at that.
I played music
Hopefully the
for
ladies
these
and gentlemen at
plants.
home got to see it as well. Now, this is when he came home. This is what he was left with. Nothing. Because this woman took his fucking children from him. I don't even want to look at the rest of those. She's claiming that you two don't know each other. Is that true?
That is correct.
Do you two know each other?
I've known a beer for a few years now, and I consider her the person that I confide in most in the entire world.
You paid me to
I've
be
told
your
her
friend.
my
Would you call
deepest secrets.
The beer
You paid me to be my
schizophrenic? Would you call her mental? Would you idiot, if you will?
I'd call her all kinds of bad things with the lies she's telling about me. She's
So
breaking
you
my
guys
heart
were
right
friends
now.
until she stole your plants,
Correct.
and then claimed that you were the asshole.
Flipping the entire thing around on me.
I just want everybody to look at these pictures of this weed. The 3 plants from his millions and billions of customers that he fucking sells to. What are you selling? Fucking little microscopic bags? For
Selling
ants?
love and time.
Love!
I'm selling my effort, my hard
See?
work.
Did you hear weed at all?
Put
in any
so
of those
much
statements?
love into these.
No, he doesn't sell weed. You're a fucking liar, De Beer. And a horse thief. And a horse thief. I rest my case.
All right, Tommy.
Damn it, it's a beer! A beer!
Tommy, you brought a witness with you. Do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, I was at the party. A beer
Can you
invited-
speak into the mic, please?
I'm not.
Might I just say, Your Honor, you're looking very exceedingly
you.
handsome today.
Thank you.
With the very rippling musculature frame
kiss ass
and
like
a
that,
chiseled
bro.
jawline.
You can't be kissing his
I don't
ass.
get to cross-examine him?
Yes, you do, but I want to hear from the witness first.
Okay, so I was at the party. A beer invited me along with many other people, and you know what is being said over here is just completely untrue. You know,
You were at the party.
Oh yeah,
How many people were there?
gosh, maybe 60.
Okay.
That's
And,
a lot of people in one house.
And I
Fucking
thought,
be happy she invited you.
and I thought,
Small house in the
I thought
hood,
it was a
too.
party
What,
that
one
he was
bedroom,
okay
right?
with.
500
I didn't even know
square
he didn't
feet.
know.
Listen to him, bitch.
1 bedroom house, 500 square feet.
All right.
60 motherfuckers.
That's fucking bullshit.
Violent
Bobby
J.
gets stolen.
That's fucking bullshit.
Violent J, the
Bobby
witness
happened.
is yours.
What Bobby happened?
Order!
Look, sit down, motherfucker. I got something to say.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
She invites you to a party and that's how you fucking treat her? You fucking sell out? She did invite him. That's how you fucking treat a woman? That's how you treat a friend? Juggalos, are you watching? Look at the motherfucker he hangs out with. He sells her out. He calls him invite. He ain't doing shit. He ain't got nothing to do, never. She invites him to a party and that's how you treat her now? You're on the fucking opposite team?
She invited him, huh? She invited him over
Don't
there?
ever, I hope you enjoyed that. That was the last time anybody ever invites you to a party.
I saw him at a liquor
Let's
store.
sit at a party in your
I
pants,
felt
bitch.
bad. He looked like lonely. I was like, yo, come see this party.
So she is inviting fucking bums off the street to his house now. Holy fuck,
had a
kids.
hatchet
New
man. I
revelations. Not just her people, crackheads too.
All right.
All right.
Time for the. Go ahead.
All right, I got one
cross
question.
examination.
I got one question. Juggalos of the jury, I got one question for you. What's your name?
Tommy.
Whatever you say it is. What evidence do you have against the beer? Where's the motherfucking evidence? Fuck your mouth, motherfucker. We don't care what that spits out. Where's the evidence? All right? You got a big imagination. Go save it and fucking write a comic book, motherfucker. Get paid off it. Don't put her into the bullshit.
Exactly.
Where's the evidence? That's my question. Make him answer.
This is a slanderous kangaroo court. My evidence is strewn all over the ground. I think you refuse to even look at it and review it.
There are some pictures that alluded to possible.
Where the fuck is her fingerprints?
Right, there's.
Right? There was 900 people there, including this sellout motherfucker. How do we know you didn't do it, bitch?
Yeah.
Hey,
Where's the evidence? Your Honor.
Objection, he's intimidating my
What?
witness. He's calling him a bitch.
I'll allow it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Where the fuck is the evidence, all right? Fuck with the pictures. You're a photographer, motherfucker. Big deal.
Yeah.
Where the motherfuck is the evidence? Right. Thought not. Wasting the goddamn court's time.
Where's her evidence?
No more further questions.
All right, you may be seated. Beer, if you can please take the stand.
Yes, I would love to.
Violent J. The witness is yours. You may question Beer about the happenings
Okay.
of the night in question.
I got no questions. I just want to know what's on your mind. How do you feel about the shenanigans that's taking place in this Juggalo courtroom right here? All right, time is fucking entertainment, and all we've seen is a shitty ass sitcom called Life is a Joke.